Okay, we have an example here um, of a DC circuit that involves diodes. So we have here two silicon diodes, and we are asked to solve for ID1. Okay. Um, so the circuit is kuan siya. Masabtan nato siya no, nay resistor din ha nga nakaparallel sa silicon diode. There's another resistor here in series with the silicon diode. There's an output voltage here. The supply is 5 volts DC, and this is drawn using the simplified drawing no sa electronics katong dili kompleto ang battery din na mga ground. Okay, I don't know if this is simple or tricky. Tanaw na to. So, yeah, the process, the steps that we need to do involve okay, number one, checking or assuming if the diodes are on, and then if the assumptions are correct, then wala tay uh, saan contradiction nga maagian. But if the assumption or one of the assumptions is wrong, then in our solution, in our mathematics, we will come up with a contradiction. So it will tell us that the assumption is wrong. So speaking of assumptions class, 5 volts I think is enough um, to turn on the diodes. Silicon, so meron siyang 0.7. So assuming that all silicons, no, the assumption is all silicon diodes are on. And as default, we will use the second diode approximation. It means na-overcome na niya ang 0.7. So na siya na-drop nga voltage dinhi og dinhi. Okay. And ID1, okay, actually follows the passive sign convention. No? Misulod siya sa positive nga polarity is 0.7. Let us define another current here, and to simplify our analysis, we will assume the direction of the current so that it follows the passive sign convention. So it should be downwards. Let's call this what IO because this node is an output node. And then another current here just for uh, simplicity. To simplify analysis, our direction should be right here. So, okay, let's say this is I1. So by KCL, IO is the sum of I1 and ID1. Right. Now we can actually solve for I1 because if we assume that silicon here is on, then it has a drop of 0.7. They are parallel. So there's also a drop across this 1 kilo ohm resistor here. That is 0.7 volts. So I1 is or can be directly calculated as 0.7 over 1000 ohms. And that is gamit ang calculator no kay kapoy kay maghuna-huna. Daghan na tag hunaon. So sa mga butang nga pwede makalculator nga dili kayo obvious, i-calculator na lang. So this is 700 times 10 to the minus 6, that's microamps. Okay, then uh, we can actually solve for this one also, right? By KVL, so you have, okay, let's say this is VR, VR. Okay, so VR equals 5 minus 0.7 minus 0.7. And this is intuitive, di ba? If na kay 5 nga supply, na-drop dapat nga 0.7 dinhi, another 0.7, what's left is, or what's left appears across 1 kilo ohm resistor. So VR is 5 minus 1.4, that's 3.6 volts. So 3.6 volts din eh. So we can solve for IO, right? Because IO is the current which is also the current flowing through this 1 kilo ohm resistor. So IO equals 3.6 volts divided by 1000. And IO is 3.6 milliamps, so na, no? Yeah, 3.6 milli. 3.6 milli. 3.6 milli. I-check its calculator ba? Okay, right? So, um, then we have IO, we have I1, then ID1 will be IO minus I1. Okay, so ID1 is, what is IO? 3.6 milliamps minus 700 microamps. So ID1 equals, okay, this is 3.6, 3.6 minus 0.7, 2.9 milliamps. Okay, do we have a contradiction? No, because um, our solution tells us that the current flowing in this direction is actually 2.9 milliamps. Okay, now let us change for, we wanted to have a case where mali yung assumption natin. So let us change this. Let's see, anong pwede. Okay, yeah, let's change this to 10K. Okay, so let us redraw the circuit para diri lang ta mag-focus og lantaw. 10K, all silicon. And we are to find the same uh, current ID1 in this direction. Okay, so we assume again that this is on, having a drop of 0.7, also this one, 0.7. So this current here will also be equal to 700 microamps kasi 0.7 divided by 1000. And then here we also have 3.6 volts because that's 5 minus 0.7, that's 4.3, and then another minus 0.7, that's 3.6, or 5 minus 1.4, that's 3.6. Okay, so the current here will now be equal to 3.6 divided by 10K. And that is 360 microampere, right? So dito pa lang alam na natin that there's something wrong eh. Bakit? Imagine you have 700 microampere flowing here and then the total is just 360 micro. Ba't maliit? Mas maliit. Ibig sabihin, theoretically or hypothetically class, hypothetically, for this to be satisfied, dapat merong kuryenteng dadaloy dyan na magkano ba? 340 microamps. So, do we say that ID1 is negative 340 microamps? No. So, san dito yung mali? Bakit ganito yung mathematics niya? Kasi we always use Ohm's law, which is applicable for negative values of current and voltage, no? But for diode, hindi yan pwede. Mag-off yan basta negative eh. In fact, pag hindi aabot sa 0.7, off yan. So, san yung mali dito? Ano yung dapat tama? So mali itong assumption, hindi pala lahat. Pwede na silang dalawa ang off, pwede si parallel na diode ang off, pwede din si series na diode ang off, 'di ba? Now, which is more logical? Okay? Pag off tong si series na silicon, wala, bitay na ang circuit. Okay? Pag si silicon ang off, ah kuan kanang mag-make sense ya. Okay, so for me it would make sense if si silicon na parallel ang off, hindi si series na silicon. So the question now is, what if sir hindi namin makita? What if hindi yan yung train of thought namin? So always start class, and this part here is optional. This is a deeper analytical, this is a deeper analysis. Ang gusto lang naman natin is to find which of the two is on or off. So pwede mo siyang ganituhin. Okay, you draw the circuit again. No. Okay. And then try to always start at 0 volts input. Okay. VI. Or ganito na lang. DC source, VI. And then you make that adjustable. Okay? So if 0 volts to, walang kuryente, this is open. Okay? This is open. Wala ding kuryente, 0 ampere. So this is still open. Okay? Sorry. Okay, this is still open. Right. Now, if this is 0.1 volt, wala pa rin kuryente kasi walang continuity ng circuit eh. And we know that if this is 0.1, this is also 0.1 to satisfy KVL. Okay? KVL mo dito is negative 0.1 plus 0 kasi walang kuryente, and then plus 0.1 plus another 0 equals 0, and that is correct. So what if, and let us monitor the voltage here. 0.1 din ba? Hindi. Actually 0 kasi 0 pa si kuryente dito. And voltage here is IR, which will be parallel dito. Okay? So kahit na mag 0.6 to, eto 0.6, 0 pa rin yan kasi wala pang kuryente, hindi pa connected eh. Pag 0.7, magiging 0.7 na to. Now it starts to turn on, pero we're using second diode approximation, which is piecewise in its sense. Piecewise siyang, pero wala siyang slope, no? So, ibig sabihin, while this is on the brink of turning on, 0 ampere pa rin. Now, let's make this 0.8. So, this becomes 0.8. And this becomes 0.2 pa. I'm sorry. 0.8. 0.7. Okay? And this becomes 0.1. Okay. So 0.7, 0.1, 0.8. Now, mag-on na to. So, constant to na 0.7. By the way, class, this is wrong. Sorry. Hindi ko nakita may ano pala. This is wrong. May ano pala dito. May resistor pala. So, there has to be a voltage drop here. And also, may voltage drop here. Now, luckily, class, they have the same value. So, isang ano lang yan eh. Isang kuryente lang yan eh kasi series naman. So whatever is the voltage drop here is also the voltage drop here. Ay mali, sorry. 10K pala. 10K pala. Okay, this is 1K. Okay, so ano yung nangyari? What's my point here? At unang mag-on si series na diode, tapos si parallel na diode off pa siya. And then if I increase this class to 5 volts, what happens is dito siya. Ito yung mangyayari sa kanya, 'di ba? Ito yung sample natin ngayon, 5 volts yung input. And we see here that this diode is already on. Yung 0.8 pa lang on na eh. So pagka 5 volts hindi naman pwedeng mag-off siya. Now, while this is true and this has to be false, So ano yung conclusion? Ito dapat yung off. And makikita natin yan. If this is off, then our current will be, okay, let's say, ang dami ko ng ano. Our current I will be 5, nodal analysis na lang, no? 5 minus 0.7 divided by 11K. And that is equal to, actually, pwede natin itong gawin mapang-check eh. 5 minus 0.7 divided by 11,000. That's 390.91 microampere. Now, that same current, let us multiply that by 1,000. The answer class is 0. Gawin na natin yung red. 0.39 volts. 391. Meaning, yung kanina pala, from 0.8, ginawa kong 5 volts, uh, tumaas yung kuryente, pero yung kuryente niya, the amount of current flowing here will just produce this amount of voltage, 0.391. Hindi pa rin siya enough for the silicon to turn on. So, tama nga na hindi siya mag-on. Okay, so the final answer should be what? ID1 is 0. Kasi 0 naman yung nag-flow dito eh. So, watch out for those kind of examples. Okay, now, let's move on with DC. Let's go to AC. These are circuits that have, uh, that have, or which has, these are circuits which have diodes in it. Meron pa ring diodes, but the input are AC. We know AC circuits, AC voltages na yung hindi siya direct. Now, before we go to the actual circuits class, meron akong ginawa itong prelude, which is DC equivalent voltage. I introduced to you the DC equivalent voltage, also called the average DC voltage. This DC equivalent voltage class is the equivalent voltage, DC, that would deliver the same average power to a resistive load. So imagine you have a load, and this is resistive. You have an AC input. Now, the average power na i-deliver niya, okay? 'Di ba? P equals IV. So, if you sketch that, yung voltage ganito, and yung current ganito, and they're in phase, you take the product, 'di ba? So, positive, and then parang ganyan yung product niyan. Negative yung dalawa, positive eh. Take the average, and then divide, get the voltage out of that, V squared over R. So, it would be equivalent in terms of average power kung ito yung ginawa mong input. Okay? And graphically, it is the average value of a pulsating waveform over one full cycle. Pulsating means meron siyang frequency. Pwede ganito, 'di ba? Pwede ganito, meron siyang frequency. Pero pwede din ganito, pwede ganito. So gawin mo yung what? Use integration or paano ba? To get the average. So pwede you graph that and then you integrate, find the area and then average the area. The resulting value is the DC equivalent voltage. And this is used to quantify the DCness of a voltage. Ibig sabihin sa DCness is how close is it to being an OG or yung real or legitimate na DC. Okay? If the DCness is um, like uh, let's say 1 volt, so it is equivalent to a DC value of 1 volt. This is more on ano yung or magkano ba yung DC content ng isang pulsating na waveform. The more DC it has, then the nearer it is to being a pure DC source. Why do we include this as our prelude? Because in AC circuits class, ganito kasi, si electronic devices, meron siyang function eh. Si diode, hindi siya ginawa para lang, wala lang, para lang may i-analyze yung students. Meron siyang functionality. And once a diode is being applied or being used in a circuit that accommodates AC input, then that diode must be working or functioning as a rectifier. So if that's a rectifier, then we uh, tawag dito, uh, expect na DC dapat yung pinaka-output voltage niya. Dapat ma-convert niya yung AC into DC. So, tingnan na lang natin ano yung DC equivalent voltage niya so that we can monitor if nag-increase ba yung DC-ness, di ba? So, for example, ito. This is a pure sine wave, sinusoidal wave, with an amplitude equal to Vm or Vmax Vm. And we are to calculate the DC equivalent voltage of this signal. One of the definitions says it's the average value over a full cycle. So, maraming cycle to. Let's use this cycle na lang. Ito, hanggang ganito. The definition of cycle class is, ano yung time span na bumalik siya sa initial position niya with respect to your relative, no, with respect to your reference point. So, if this is my reference point, kailan siya bumalik dyan? So, that's the period. Now, the average value in mathematics class, especially in sketching, is actually the average area, right? So, meron siyang area which is positive. Hindi ito area na ano na yung higher minus lower function, right minus left na function. This is if you like, parang algebraic area. Meron siyang plus or minus na sign. So this is a positive area and this is a negative area. Kasi negative lahat ng voltage dito eh. Now, magka-cancel siya class. Uh, assuming they have equal area. Okay? So, ang net niya na DC is 0. And it will be the same net DC every cycle. Itong cycle, 0 din eh. Kasi magka-cancel din eh. So, dito, 0 yung DC voltage. In this cycle, DC yung 0, DC yung average voltage. Next cycle, 0 pa rin. So, the average DC voltage is actually a flat line. So, kung meron kang resistor dito, okay, ang average power na kuan niya, ma-experience niya is 0 because for one time, this R is consuming. For some other time, this R is somewhat, uh, sa bali sa consume, generating. Okay? Means to say, for some time, ganito yung voltage niya, ganito yung current. For some time, ito yung voltage niya, ito yung current. So, parang binalik niya, di ba? So, if you can see the current here, if our eyes can see the current, ito yung nangyayari. Ganyan, tapos balik, ganyan, tapos balik. So, your current is in this motion. So, sometimes it acts as if it's giving current to the load. Sometimes it acts as if it's leaving the load. So, yung average power niya is 0. Pero bakit umiinit pa rin? Okay? That's why we have RMS. Okay. All right. Sige. Um, wait lang. Let me check. Okay. Okay. Sige. Um, yeah. Okay. Ganito. Next example. Meron kang voltage source na pulsating pero lahat positive. So positive dito and then positive din dito. So for sure hindi na yan zero kasi wala na siyang negative na area eh. And uh, let us assume that the cycle is this one. Hindi yung etong half lang. Kasi pwede kasing ganito eh. Pwede kasi na meron siyang circuit na yung input niya is actually like this. In the first half, copy. In the second half, reflect. So, um, i-check natin ano yung transformation ng input that has 0 DC. Ano yung nangyari sa output. So, dapat same yung time for comparison. So, let us assume that this is the cycle. What is now the average value of the voltage? So, average lang, it's the area. Eh. So, imagine class, meron tayong terrarium. You know, terrarium. Meron siyang glass na box. Okay, yan. Tapos ano yan? Chocolate hills yan. These are sand. Sige. Imagine class, sige, front view na lang no. Gusto ko siyang ipatag, okay? Such that flat na siya ngayon. Does I change or does I did I change the volume of my terrarium or in this slice of view did I change the area? Actually, I didn't. Na-move lang yan eh. Ano lang, nag-distribute lang siya equally yung mga sand or soil. So, I didn't change the area. So, I could have an equation, okay? Let's say this is the cycle, the period t. This is my height. So, the area is th. This is actually equal to the area of this one. So, this is twice the area of my chocolate hills. How do I get the area of my chocolate hills? Well, I know the equation of this one. This is Vm sine um, 2 pi ft. Okay? From, okay, from, let's say, ito na lang, para mas madali class, ito na lang yung gamitin nating sample, tapos i-times 2 natin. So, from 0 to half of my period. Okay. From 0 to half of my period. So, how do I know? Unsaon nga nako para magkuhang area, i-integrate nako. So, area of my chocolate hills is the integral or yeah, the integral from 0 to t over 2 of my equation which is Vm sine 2 pi ft dt. Okay? And um, my frequency class is 1 over t. So I can change this to, okay, Vm here is actually constant. It's a fixed value. 0 to t over 2 of sine 2 pi t divided by t dt. Okay, right. So I think I can now integrate this. So yung integral ng sine class is ano ba? Negative cosine. So, so this is Vm um, negative cosine of 2 pi t over t, okay, from 0 to t over 2. Okay? Straightforward lang naman yan eh kasi t naman. And this is, okay. Hindi pala straightforward kasi ano to. Okay. Um, okay, sige. Mali. Napadayu ani no. I'm sorry. Okay. So, change of variable tayo. Let 2 pi over t. This is a number. Okay. T be equal to, let's say, x. Okay, so dx equals 2 pi over t dt. So dt pala is t over 2 pi dx. So change of variable sa tawag ni temporarily so that we may not change the limits. Temporary lang na siya. Okay, so this is equal to, I'm sorry, but yan, eraser. What is this? Negative cosine and then 2 pi t over t. And what is dt? T over 2 pi dx. Ano sa naman eh? Ah, mali. Sorry class. Kalimut na ako mag-integrate class. Okay. Vm integral sine. What is this? X. And then t over 2 pi dx. So, Vm t over 2 pi sine dx. So that is negative cosine. Okay, so Vm t over 2 pi negative cosine um, sine x. X. Now what is x? Diretsyon ko na 2 pi over t para pwede na ibalik yung limits na 0 to t over 2. Okay, so Vm t over 2 pi negative cosine, and we have to change t, substitute this value to t. So 2 pi over t times t over 2, okay? Minus negative, so plus cosine 0. So this is Vm t over 2 pi. Cancel. What is negative cosine pi? You have a unit circle, negative pi. So, pi pala. So cosine pi class is negative 1. Multiply that by negative 1, that's positive 1. And then plus cosine 0 is obviously equal to 1. So this is 2. So this is um, Vm t over pi. Okay? Set aside. Balik tayo dito. So t times h, the area, is equal to area, which is twice the value of this one, Vm t over pi. So, period is cancelled. Ibig sabihin, hindi pala talaga importante saan ka nag ano, no? Saan ka nag-umpisa. Basta you have the same amount of t. So, h equals 2 over pi times Vm. And what is h class? This is your average DC voltage. 2 over pi times Vm. Oh. And 2 over pi is um 636 ata. 2 divided by pi. 0.6367. Okay? So meron siyang DC value. So how do we check the DC-ness? Ano yung ibig sabihin ng DC-ness? Well, the amplitude originally is Vm, and that's the peak AC value, uh, peak value ng pulsating signal. So sa AC, okay, or pulsating, AC din naman yan, peak is Vm. Nung ginagawa siya, okay, ang DC component niya o DC content niya is 63.7% of Vm. So its DC-ness is 63.7. Had it been 100%, meaning ito na yung ano niya, ito na yung graph niya. So hindi pa siya DC talaga. DC-ness niya is close, pero hindi talaga siya DC. Last example is what if ganito. So this is easy. Let's treat this as the period. So kanina dalawa, ngayon isa lang. Now, you would agree with me that the area or the volume, if this were a 3D na box, is just half compared dito. So yung DC-ness niya is actually half also. And when you do the integration, dito kayo magano eh. Wala nang 2 times. So TH now, okay, if this is H, T, is equal to the area na lang of this one, which is equal to VMT over pi. So the DC value is Vm over pi, and this is half of 637, so that's 0.318. So 1 divided by pi, 318, 0.318 of Vm. So in terms of DC-ness, it's 31.8% of the peak Vm is its DC content. So may DC na yan. Okay, so later when we uh, go to some examples, illustrations, directional, 31%, and then the other is 60 ilan yan? 63%. Okay. Right. So introducing class, this very simple circuit that contains a diode and a resistor load whose input is DC. Now for simplicity class, kasi AC kasi class eh, minsan zero, minsan positive, minsan negative. So we will use ideal diode. Okay, for simplicity, di ba? Ito yung pinaka-simple. Meron siyang error, yes. In fact, the error is greatest among the three approximations. So, if we want our error to be negligible, kasi malaki nga yung error, di ba? Then, we claim that the error is negligible with the condition that the amplitude of VI is far, far greater than the diode threshold voltage. Kasi 0.7 lang naman eh, di ba? What's the difference between the second and the first diode approximation? 0.7. So ito yung error ngayon natin compared to or with respect to the second diode approximation. Now, if VI is 10, 20, 0.7 is small, very small compared to 20 and 10. Okay? So, okay, in the book, ang representation niya, ang mathematical model niya sa sine wave is Vm sine omega, but omega is actually 2 pi f and then t. So it's the same. Okay, so let's go to the analysis. First is, um, tungaon na to ang period. Ngano man, kay lahi man ang response ni diode aning duha ka part sa period. Here, diode is on. Here, diode is off. Why? Kay sa first half cycle, we call this the positive half cycle. Positive half cycle. It's the half cycle where all the values are positive. So si diode class mag-forward bias siya. Unya sa first diode approximation ra ba zero ra ba yung kinahanglan nga overcome Once nga forward bias, diretso on. Once reverse bias, diretso off. Okay? So, on siya sa first half cycle. Okay? Ang iyang equivalent circuit is short wire. So, VO will just be equal to VI. So, kopyahon ra nimo, di ba? VI is this graph. VO equals VI, so you follow the graph of VI. Sa next half cycle, the negative half cycle, reverse biased ang imong diode. Tungod kay, pwede nga inani nga representation para ni Boylestad atong reference. Pwede po din ani. Negative na atong mga VI. Okay? So, um, okay. Negative na atong mga VI. So, off si diode, open siya. Unsa pa may mulusot nga kurente. So, this current is 0. Current here is 0. So, V equals IR, 0 volts. So, 0 pod. So, if you keep on doing that, periodic man ni siya. So, imong input periodic, actually mali ni siya kay gamay ra kay kog input. Sakto ra 20 VRMS. Periodic tag input class, so magbalik-balik tong na chocolate hills, then flat, chocolate hills, then flat. Inani ang purma. Okay? So, ang input nato, wala tay DC level. So, it's purely AC, 100% AC, 0% DC. But adding a diode class, lo and behold, imong output voltage na anay 31.8% of DC just by using this diode. So we call that half wave rectifier. Half lang sa full signal, full cycle ang yang gi-rectify, ang gi-correct, no? More wrong yun din ang AC by. Pero yeah, the term is rectifier. So half lang ang yang rectify. Ang pikas wala niya gipalusot. So HWR 31.8% ang yang DC or 1 over pi 1 over pi ang iyang DC content relative to VM. Okay. Now, kung mag second diode approximation ta class or equivalent to specifying the material used in our diode, usbon nato ang atong formula. Okay? So, ang mahitabo class inani. And we will discuss more of this when we go to Clipper. Kining analysis, kining mga linya-linya diri. Kung maabot sa Clipper. Karon sa ato sang ilailahon ang mga AC to DC nga mga converters. So, ang formula ni class inani. So, 0.318 times VM, the peak value, minus VK. If you are curious as to the formula, actually, nagyud ako nga error. Mali yun siya. Pero this is what we use in our reference. And again, the error is minimized if our VM is much, much greater than VK, the threshold voltage. Okay? Okay, another example, what if baliktaron na tong diode? So kung baliktaron na to class, then sa positive half cycle siya ma-off, sa negative half cycle siya ma-on. So inani ang porma sa waveform. So ang waveform nato kay, if this is time, this is voltage output. So, okay, voltage na lang. Input nato is color green. Ang output nato kay color blue. So, ang mahitabo class, off siya dinhi, on siya dinhi, off, on. And the DC value will be negative. This is the DC value. If whatever is this, let's call this VM or negative kunuhay, negative siya, then this is 0.318 of whatever VM is. Okay? So, if this is 10, for example, and so this is also, this is negative 10, this is negative 10. So, ang imong VDC sa output will be, pila man, negative 3.18 volts DC.